I'm all messed up again. I'm still thinking it's Monday. I was going to say, how was L.A.?
L.A. was fun. Now, but I had my own crisis last night. You had your traffic flip-off incident.
Yeah.
Last night, I went to, of all places, Chili's.
Yeah.
My people don't usually go to Chili's. So I was a little off anyway. We don't do the Chili's thing, but I went there.
Why not?
Well, you know the whole baby back ribs thing. It's just a little too whatever.
Too messy.
So afterward, I walk out, flat tire. My people don't do flat tires either. I did not know what to do.
AAA.
I called a friend. Help me! Changed in there's this thing called a donut. I didn't know this. And lug nuts. It's a whole new world.
I will help you. I will show you.
It scared me, frankly, people.
He's the lug nut.
I am.
Absolutely.
But, you know, $700 later, I have 4 new tires.
They were probably due then.
Look, we got to change all 4.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Anyway.
You can't just have one big one and 3 little small ones.
Either that or they saw him coming and went,
Yeah, they said, hey, lug nut at the door. Load up 4 new tires.
Don't I look like a mechanic to you? Anyway, let's get to the dish today. You know, I am a very giving person.
Yes, you are.
Most days I give a headache or a complex. But today I'm actually giving you something a little extra. Despite my flat tire incident, I'm feeling generous. So check this out, the fabulous Disney Pixar film, Up. Now that's a complete replica of the house and over 100 balloons to sort of symbolize the movie Up. It's a great film. Your kids would love it. It's out on DVD and Blu-ray today. Can't wait to see it. Supposedly one of the coolest films of the year. We are going to give away not just that house and all those balloons, but a bunch of Blu-ray DVDs to the movie as well. So here's what you got to do. Just text house and your zip code. House and your zip code to 43549. House and your zip code to 43549, and we'll give away a bunch of those Up DVDs tomorrow. And by the way, if you flip off Libby Weaver on the way home, you double your odds of winning. I'm just saying. So good luck to all of you. Hey, as we all know, what does go up must come down. And Andre Agassi is talking about the latest bombshell that in the past he abused crystal meth. The tennis pro is in Vegas promoting his new book, Open. He talks about his drug use, but Agassi says he's confident that his role model image will not be tainted by the book.
Life will have problems, but you have power over it. When my children are old enough to understand what drugs are, they will also understand that daddy's made mistakes.
He's trying to come clean. Yeah. We'll see, huh? You're not buying it?
Surprised. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
I'm a little shocked.
I'm a little shocked.
I think it was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to sell books, that's for sure, and that book is on sale now in stores and online. Jennifer Lopez having some troubles. She's taking her ex-husband to court. The singer's filed a $10 million lawsuit against her first spouse, Ohani Noha. You know,
I don't even remember that.
Neither do I.
That's so long ago.
She'd like to forget it too. Problem is, he's been violating a confidentiality agreement because he's been shopping around a videotape from their honeymoon back in '97. The video reportedly shows Lopez wearing skimpy clothing while the couple engages in, quote, playful activity. Spanking, I'm told. A L.A. judge has since ordered that the guy is not to release the tape while the case is being decided. A ruling is set to be made Tuesday. No tapes released from Frasier's honeymoon?
No.
Oh, please no.
I'm smart.
That was before film, actually. Hey.
Sketch artist.
All right. Hey, the TV news producer accused of blackmailing David Letterman says he was just trying to sell Dave a screenplay. A lawyer for Robert Joe Halderman asked a New York City judge to dismiss the attempted grand larceny charge. His attorney says Halderman was only trying to sell Dave a screenplay. That's all. It wasn't blackmail. Halderman allegedly left a threatening package in Letterman's car back in September, demanding $2 million, or he'd talk publicly about affairs Letterman had with the staffers. The guy faces up to 15 years in prison if he is convicted. And speaking of Letterman, turns out, as I mentioned earlier, there may have been some recent canoodling. I always like to say that word. I don't know why. Canoodle. No one knows more about canoodling than our good buddies at TMZ.com and in Los Angeles. There's Dax. I often call Dax the king of canoodle.
The Canoodle King.
Canoodle King.
It's funny because it almost sounds like a dirty word, but then it's totally not at all.
No, it's kind of weird. Of course not. So what's the deal with Letterman? He was canoodling recently?
Well, Robert Halderman, obviously the guy, the extortionist, the alleged extortionist, now he's saying that that the affair that was going on with David Letterman happened a lot sooner than we all thought. David Letterman made it sound like it was a long time ago. But Halderman is saying, no, look, I confronted Stephanie Burkett back in December of 2008, and to which he said, okay, I'm going to end this, and it continued till September. That's what he alleges. I'm sorry, until mid-August or something like that, in the summer, and that would mean that was long after, you know, David Letterman had been married. So I don't know. The story just seems to get more and more bizarre. It's just sad to hear if it really was throughout his marriage.
We're talking about as recently as summer of just this past summer?
Exactly.
Uh-oh. Not good. All right, hey, speaking of not good, you know, I hate it when the Jackson drama continues to unfold. Now it seems like Mama and Papa Jackson are going at it in court. Is that right?
Don't say you hate it. You know you love it. The drama continues. Well, Joe Jackson now obviously is trying to get any money he can get his hands on. He's saying that Michael Jackson's will isn't legitimate, that he didn't sign it, that Joe himself should be getting more money, and he's basically fighting everything. But the best part is, while he's doing all that, Katherine Jackson comes up and goes to court and says, look, Joe, everything is fine. The will is fine. Back out of it. You don't get any money. Deal with it. And this whole time I thought Katherine and Joe were doing fine together. You know, yeah, they were had like a strange marriage, but now she literally backhanded him in front of everyone and said, no, you don't get any money. I get the money. Thanks. Have a great day.
Ooh. Wow. Ain't love grand. Money will do that to people. That's why I'm flat broke.
Well, Joe Jackson just seems to be a little greedy at this point.
Yeah, you think? Yeah. And self-serving?
Yeah.
Hey, before we go, I got to ask you really quick. I know you guys have paparazzi everywhere. Did anybody happen to catch a snapshot or any video of the dude that flipped off Libby Weaver today?
Oh, stop it.
Do we know who that guy was?
No.
No? No idea?
Definitely didn't get any of that.
Where were you at 1:30 this afternoon, Dax? Good to see you as always, my friend.
We'll work a little harder over here.
Yeah, well, you are a Colorado boy. Call us when you get in town next. We'd like to have you on the show live. Is that cool?
All right, that sounds awesome. You visited me, now I can come visit you.
That sounds
Absolutely.
It does sound good. Whenever I visit him, though, he never answers the door.
And you didn't come over Friday like you said you were going
I
to,
did.
so don't give me
You
that.
guys didn't answer. Take it easy, Dax. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
At least they're there when I go to their website, tmz.com.
Yes.
Love that website. You know, I always like to smell like roses. Or to be more exact, the Juice Bar Gummy Bear Spray.
Don't!
Oh,
don't,
that stuff
don't,
stinks.
It smells nice.
No, it doesn't.
I like to smell pretty for people.
Ugh.
Not all celebrities are quite as considerate. Now, check this out. You recall only a few days ago, I sat down with the star of New Moon. People, please. Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Great guy. I found him to be charming, and I thought he smelled great. He was an awesome guy. But all kinds of people are raising a stink about him today. Our Pat says in an interview that came out today that he's not a fan of frequently changing his clothing. He says, quote, these jeans are a few days old. It gets to the point where even I can't stand the air around me. I don't know why, but my personal hygiene is disgusting.
Yeah,
That's
lovely.
his direct quote.
Lovely.
I thought the guy smelled fabulous. I actually couldn't smell much, though, over the
I was going to say the
Juice Bar Gummy
pungent aroma of that
Bar.
stuff.
Oh, a little goes a long way.
Don't. Stop
Time
it.
for our fashion segment. Would you wear it? How about this one? What do you say, Libby? Rihanna wearing a body-hugging white mermaid dress last night.
No.
She was on hand at Glamour Magazine's Woman of the Year Awards banquet. As she walked to the podium, she said, quote, as usual, I decided to wear the tightest dress I could find. You don't like it?
No.
Really?
A little over the top?
It might be a little over the top. Frage, what about you? Would you ever wear
It looks
that?
like a bunch of toilet paper that got wrapped around her.
Toilet paper is high fashion, Frage. Speaking of high fashion, nobody does it better than Dave Frazier's favorite,
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. The video for her new hit single, Bad Romance, the Chris Parente story, is out today, and here's your first look.
Where is she?
Well,
Where is she?
well, that's actually a previous, not the right video.
Oh, I
That
was
is
gonna say.
not the right video. I've listened to this video 80 times today. I know it frame for frame, and that ain't the right video.
Dang it.
Dag nabbit, lose a video. I hate when that happens. In the video that I saw, it's your typical American story. She's drugged by supermodels, forced to drink vodka, and then sold to the Russian mafia.
Oh, that sounds.
Yeah,
we've seen that 100 times.
I call that
reality.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
There you have it. So that is your dish, my friends, for this fabulous Tuesday.
Yeah, that just
You
reeks.
really. Oh.
Yeah.
You'd rather me smell like
Seriously.
B.O., wouldn't you?
You
It
gave
sounds
us
like
a
we're in the
headache.
middle of a giant gummy bear factory.
Ugh.
All right, listen, let's focus. We got some serious stuff to talk about. Sadly, a lot of marriages do end in divorce, and that means a lot of kids have to deal with separated parents.
Yep, I know this firsthand, but despite the situation, there are ways to make it healthy as possible for your kids. We're going to tell you the 7 fatal mistakes separated and divorced parents make. That's coming up next.